Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie. Today I am going to be just doing like a chit chat, get ready with me. I haven't sat down in front of a camera and like done just like makeup and talked in a while, so I thought that this would be a good opportunity. I feel like a lot has changed in my life recently, so this would be a good point or a good time for me to just kind of, sit down and talk about it. I just did a little bit of a Halloween inspired purple and lime green look, and I paired it with my favorite nude lip combo. But yeah, I've got to like head out for work now. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you would like to see how to achieve this purple and green eye look, I keep on doing this with my hands. I don't know why, I'm so sorry. But if you would like to see how to achieve this look, then just keep on watching because I am going to show you. Hello, so we're like zoomed in to my eyeballs. By the way, like soup's annoying, but I'm fucking sick. Again. I don't really have like a runny nose. It's definitely more like in the throat, like just really bad like throat congestion, chest congestion, you know what I'm saying? I got it from my boyfriend. He was at one of our friend's house and he had a friend over who has kids and his kids were there, and I guess one of them like coughed in his face. So he was sick last week, and I don't know if he's still sick. It took him a minute, at least like as far as I know, like it's taken him a minute to get over it. The first time that I hung out with him after he got sick, I didn't get it, but the second time, literally, like, we were making butternut squash mac and cheese, vegan butternut squash mac and cheese, and like as we're cooking I can feel my throat's like really ticklish, and that's when I knew I fucking had it. But yeah, I am also vegan, which is a very new thing. I'm a little over 2 weeks now that I've started being vegan, or I guess that I've started the vegan lifestyle, if you can call it that, I guess. By the way, I first went in with the yogurt eyeshadow from MAC, and now I'm going in with the bright pink to deepen up that crease. I'm gonna do purple today, so I'm gonna start with some pinks. It's a little hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of hard. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm trying not to be too like hard on myself because I don't know. I was reading a post on Twitter last night, and it was this girl who was like, oh, you can't say you're vegan if you do this, and you can't say you're vegan if you do that. I've been consuming a lot of vegan media lately, of course, but I also watched another YouTube video. If you heard of the channel Jubilee, I think it is, they do, oh my god, it's like that elimination game, where it's like, I watched one that was like, who's the Beyonce, like who's not the Beyonce stan out of like 6 people. If they can guess correctly, they win the money or whatever. I don't know if you've seen those videos before, but one was like agree or disagree veganism, and one of them was like, you're not vegan if you cheat, and a bunch of other stuff. And I suppose like if you cheat consistently, you're probably not vegan, but I don't know, like it really is, it's hard. And I know that if I start to like break, if I, friggin' eat a chicken nugget or something. I don't even like chicken nuggets, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm terrified of doing it, and I'm gonna feel like, I know I'm gonna feel like such a failure if I do, but it's okay to like not be perfect, you know? I'm mostly doing it for health reasons. My eczema has been like crazy lately. It's on pretty much the entirety of my body, and I'm like severely lactose intolerant, so I can't consume dairy anymore, and most foods have dairy in them, and I decided like if I'm just gonna go dairy free, like why not just cut out the rest of it too, at least for now. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but yeah. And I just went in with Saucy Miss into the crease, kind of like mixing it with the bright pink, and now I'm just going in with the color Indian Ink to deepen the crease and start adding some purple. But yeah, like it's okay to like not be perfect. Originally, when I decided to start veganism, I was gonna do more like vegan leaning, where I like mostly cook for myself, like solely vegan food, and then like occasionally I would, indulge in something that I like, Not that I don't like vegan food, but like, you know what I mean. Like the Sweet Me lemon bar ice cream, so good. The other day, me and my boyfriend went, not the other day, it was like last week. Me and my boyfriend went to a pumpkin patch, which was super fun and something that I had been wanting to do for a very long time, and I hadn't done in a very long time. Like the last time I'd been to a pumpkin patch was like 2014, and I was like, listen buddy, I want to go to a pumpkin patch, I want to pick some freaking apples, and we're gonna go. And we did, and it was really fun. We picked a bunch of apples. But he told me, he was like, oh my god, like let's get Cane's, the chicken, which is so good. And I was like, I can't. And he asked if he could, and I said yes. I'm gonna tell you, sitting in that car with that chicken, with the smell of that chicken, that was so hard. And I told him, I was like, I'm just gonna have like a little, just like a little piece. And he was like, no, you can't. I was like, what do you mean I can't? And he's like, babe, you're vegan. You can't have chicken. And I was like, I'm just gonna like cheat like for like just a second. And he's like, no, you can't. And I really do applaud him for helping me like stick to, you know, what I want to stick to. But when he said no to giving me chicken, I cried. I literally cried. I was so sad that I couldn't have a piece of chicken that I fucking cried in the passenger seat of the car. Bless him though, he didn't make me hold the chicken he put in the back seat. And he said that like because I'm doing it for health reasons, that he really does want me to help stick with it. I'm going into the MAC Pretty Punk palette, and I'm just gonna take this color right here, that lime green, which is called, I don't know what it's called. It is called Ripped Tea. Just gonna apply that all over the lid. Like, it's for sure been hard, but it's also been pretty rewarding so far. I'm really, really happy with my body. Not like the shape, size, or the weight of my body, but I'm talking about like the health of my body. Like, it's definitely a privilege to say, to be able to say that I've never been like too obsessed with my weight and whatnot. I mean, I wish I could gain weight. I'm one of those people who can eat anything that I want and not gain a single pound, which I'm lucky that I have that ability, because many people wish that they had that ability. But I really do, I wish I could gain weight, you know? Not that veganism, I can't speak English. Not that veganism's like gonna help me gain weight, but I'm happy with like, this is gonna sound weird, but like my intestines, my intestinal health has been, you know, tip top. I've always had intestinal issues, bowel issues, let's just say. But I'm happy since I've started a vegan diet. I haven't had a lot of issue, which is good. I'm sure a lot of people know that once you start a vegan diet, your poops aren't really that solid anymore. I'm gonna be honest, your poops are not nearly as solid as they used to be, but I'm extremely content with that because TMI, I never want to have to deal with a hemorrhoid ever again, so woo. I'm dipping into the color Game Player with like a really tiny little brush, and I am just going to outline the outer V. Anyways, moving on from the vegan poop talk, what's new with you guys? I actually have very exciting news. I've been promoted. I just got a new promotion and a little bit of a pay raise, which is great. I've been struggling with money for a while, and I'm still struggling with money right now just because I haven't officially started my new position, but I'm really happy with you know, what's coming next, because I have a feeling that my financial struggles won't be, I'm not gonna say that they're gonna be like totally over, because I feel like it's not like I'm getting a pay raise that's like so high that all of my financial issues will disappear completely, but I'm happy with what I will be getting paid, I guess. And it's not that I want to brag or anything, but it feels good knowing that I'm gonna be a little bit more taken care of, like well taken care of. I just realized you could hear the fan still going in my bathroom. I'm so sorry. You had to hear that this entire time. But yeah, I'm really excited to have this responsibility. I feel like I do like work hard at my job, so it feels good to get like recognition, you know? Felt tip eyeliners are the freaking worst. And I'm incredibly lucky to have a manager who roots for me and sees potential. Like, I'm not gonna say that it's rare, but this is the first manager that I've had who has like seen potential and actively taken steps to help me reach the heights that I want to go to. Oh my god, this eyeliner looks like actual shit. By the way, I just used the MAC brushstroke liner. I first used the MAC Dual Day, which I've used a couple times in videos, I think. I know I've at least used it once. No. It's not as like waterproof as I would like it to be, and I don't like felt tip liners. I switched over to the brushstroke, like, you know, after attempting to do a wing with the felt tip. I just like brushstroke liner so much better. I've had it for such a long time, and it's just such a good eyeliner. To this day, it is still like the best liquid liner that MAC has ever released. Okay, that looks super cute. I am going to zoom you out, and then I'm gonna work on the face. What else is new? I also adopted a cat who you saw a few videos ago. Her name is Faith. She is 5, and she is my literal child. But yeah, I love that cat more than life itself. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, oh, this is what having kids is like. I love her. I feel like her personality is similar to mine in a way. I'm probably a little bit more overbearing than my cat would like me to be, but I don't know, when you're that cute, it's just really hard not to be. No, but she's a really good cat. She knows her limits for sure. She has clawed me and drawn blood once, but she's only ever like nipped at me in like a playful way. Whenever my best friend comes over, she gets really sad because my cat doesn't mesh well with her enough, and I feel like it's probably because she's not as receptive to the warning signs. Like, cats will let you know when they're done playing. They'll let you know when they're like, when they've had enough. You just gotta read cat body language, you know? That's what Jackson Galaxy says. But also my best friend, Cameron, her cat is also the literal sweetest cat that's ever existed. She has never hissed at her once, like ever. The most finicky she said that she's ever been is when she tried to claw, or not declaw, but clip her claws once when I was over, and she was only like a little fussy. Whereas Faith, my cat, I am going to take her to get her claws clipped because I successfully did it once. I unsuccessfully tried a second time, and it did not work. She's just like, no, hell no, get away from me. Get those damn things away from me. I have cat hair stuck to my face. But she's an incredibly good cat. Hi! Speak of the devil. But she's a good cat. Super duper curious and loves to play. And also loves cat food, wet food, because she's a little fat fatty. Right, baby? Isn't that right? Yeah, yes it is. I would literally die for that cat. Like, I'm not even joking, I would die for that cat. I've had Faith for a little over a month and a half now. I got her from the Humane Society. I drove over an hour to go get her. I saw her on the website because I was really thinking of getting a cat, and I just like looked on the Humane Society just to take a peek, and I saw her picture, and she was a forget-me-not. She'd been at the shelter for a very long time. By that I mean like over a month. By the way, I just did a lot of makeup and I didn't even tell you what I did. I applied foundation, the Natasha Denona Face Glow. I used the 170 brush from MAC, which is my favorite way to apply it. Then I did some concealer. For spot concealing, I used the Pro Conceal and Correct palette from MAC, and then the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer for the under eyes. And now I'm just using the Hourglass veil powder to set my under eyes and the center of my face. But she had been at the shelter for a minute. Her original owners had her for like 5 years, and then they I guess, discovered that they were having a baby, and they brought her to the shelter, which made me really sad, because like why would you give away a cat when you're, I don't know, why would you give away your cat when you're having a baby? Like, I guess to me it like doesn't really make a lot of sense. I know that obviously you have to spend a lot more time with a baby, but cats are like, they're pretty chill animals. Like a dog I might see, but then that's still kind of fucked up. So she went to the shelter, and then I guess another couple brought her home, but only for a couple days, because she was vomiting and she had diarrhea, which, I mean, I understand why they brought her back. That can, you know, that's a lot of like an unexpected expense right away, but also if you're adopting a cat, you better prepare. I mean, if you're adopting an animal in general, you better prepare for some unexpected expenses, because that's just kind of how, you know, taking care of another live being, that's kind of what it's all about. But they brought her back to the shelter, and she had an infection, so she had like a kitty cold. She also was still vomiting and had diarrhea. They got her on some meds, and she hasn't vomited or had diarrhea once that I know of, and I clean her litter box. I'm pretty sure like I would know. By the way, just applying some eyeliner to the waterline and the lower lash line. This is again the Dual Dare eyeliner. This is the pencil side. I'm trying to play with this pencil a little bit more because I just got it. I'm just like not the biggest fan of it. I'm going back in with this little brush that I used to apply the purple, and I'm just kind of blending out that black. Yeah, I'm just like not the biggest fan of it. I like that you have the option to do, you know, both liquid and pencil, but if you're gonna do it, you better make both of them like incredible, like the liquid and the pencil, and I just don't think that either of them are like that incredible. Because like if an eyeliner smudges or it doesn't last very long, I'm probably not going to use it. And if I also don't like, say, felt tip eyeliner pens, I probably will use it even less. A lot of people say that it's super duper waterproof. A lot of my coworkers really like it. I guess I just have really watery eyes. It doesn't last super long on me. My favorite MAC eyeliner pencil besides Squid, which we know is never coming back, RIP, but Fila and Icole to me is like the next best thing. I wouldn't say it's bad. I don't know that I would ever outright call a product bad. Well, okay, if it's like bad, like really bad, I will, but you know, I feel like everybody has their own tastes. Different things work for different people. The Natasha Denona Face Glow foundation has like the most mixed reviews of any foundation that I've ever seen. Super polarizing. People either love it or they hate it. They think it's like too wet looking. The texture doesn't look right. I love it. I don't know, just because I don't like something doesn't mean that it's not going to work for somebody. If it weren't for the fact that I hate felt tip liquid liners, I probably wouldn't dislike it as much, but I really don't like felt tip liquid liners. I just don't. I just did some eyeshadow blending underneath the eye. I did pretty much every brush that I used on top and every shade that I used on top, but I replicated on the bottom. That is typically how I do my eye makeup looks. And for the inner corner, I'm using Ready to Party eyeshadow from MAC. This is an extra dimension eyeshadow, a really, really pretty like purple, like lavender pink shift. It's stunning. I love it. I'm gonna work on the face. Now I'm gonna first start with the Milk bronzing stick, the baked bronzer. Yes. I'm like literally, I'm just obsessed with this bronzer. I feel like I'm probably gonna run out soon. I've worn this like every day. I think there's still probably more that I can twist up. I don't want to test it, but I'll be pretty stoked if this can last me a year. I got this, I think like the end of February. Yes. So I don't know if it lasts until then. I'll be pretty happy. I don't think it's going to, but you know, only time will tell. By the way, I'm sure you noticed that I have a Halloween backdrop up still, and I know that it is, as of posting this, after Halloween. Wait, is it? Ha, no it's not. Fuck yeah. I'm just obsessed with that bronzer. I just love how like warm it is, and I love how like dewy it makes me look, because it's just a super wet, like creamy product that I love that texture. I love having like super dewy, hydrated, like wet looking skin. I'm sure if you've seen my videos, you probably already know. Just going with a little bit of the Studio Fix powder in NC35 from MAC. I have the most disgusting, excuse me, dry spot ever. It's like right here. I don't know where it came from, but it is crusty. It's crusty and I don't like it. I'm gonna pop on some highlighter. How did you know I was gonna do Soft and Gentle from MAC? I just remembered that this video technically still goes up before Halloween. Super excited for that because I just wanted an excuse to have this backdrop up a little bit longer. I was gonna do Warm Soul from MAC. I decided to do Wild Honey from Becca. I only need like the littlest touch of this blush because it's got quite a bit of pigment to that. Like, look at how much color that is. I just literally need like the tiniest little touch because it can be way too much. I just realized I never put a cream highlight on top of my powder highlight. Who even am I? But going back to the subject of Halloween, I know I said I was gonna do 4 Halloween tutorials. I promised. I've had a lot of stuff get in the way. I'm not gonna lie. Had a lot of stuff get in the way, and I'm happy anyway because I know that not having to rush and do 4 videos when I realistically only had the time and energy for 3, I know that that's gonna probably pay off more in the long run. I'll be a lot happier, you know, once I have the 3rd video out. I'll feel like I completed my mission. I know I didn't get 4, but 3 is still like good. I did 3 last year too, even though I also was originally gonna do 4. I'm just terrible. I'm just terrible. By the way, for a little bit of extra dew, I just took Shell from MAC and I just, you know, pat that over my existing highlight. I'm gonna hop off camera. I'm gonna do lashes and mascara, do my hair, and then I will be right back. Okay, so my face is complete. My eyes are done. I have my lashes on. I'm gonna first go in with my Subculture lip pencil from MAC. Tomorrow, our theme day is skulls, and I'm a little nervous. I've done skull makeup before, but like in the comfort of my own home, where if it looks fucked up, I can take it off. I love this lip pencil because I can draw the ever-loving, or overdraw the ever-loving shit out of my lips, and it's so close to my natural lip color, you can't even tell. I'm gonna do a little bit of lipstick. This is Myth, which clearly well loved. I haven't popped this on in a minute, but this is one of my favorite lipsticks ever from MAC, or just in general. And these two together are literally like my favorite nude lip combo. And then for the 1, 2, 3 punch, I'm gonna go in with the MAC lip gloss. This is the Viva Glam Ariana Grande. I know they don't carry this anymore. Obviously, it's old as thick, but seriously, like this trio, I don't know what to say, man. Just looks good. And this is the final look. I know I did a lot of talking, mostly talking, less tutorial, but I just wanted to kind of talk about like what's going on in my life, keep you guys updated, and do some pretty makeup for work. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you'd like to see more of me, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to go out and register to vote. Seriously, register to vote. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.